It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chillie Falls.
Hey, good morning. Welcome to Travel and Cruise Industry News, coming to you from Louisville, Kentucky on this, the 23rd day of January. Yes, I'm in Kentucky. You can see that the background is a little different than my normal digs. I at first had planned on doing this from Jason's kitchen table, but then when we realized that Jason will be getting ready to go to work, the kids going to school, it might be a little dicey up there. So we moved down to Jason's office down one level down in his house. So that's where I am. I hope the technical end of this is working and that it's all coming through. And yes, I am in Kentucky where they have fast horses and pretty women. Or is it pretty horses and fast? I get that confused. But anyway, this is kind of my old stomping grounds. Yes, I'm from Virginia, live in Virginia, but I did go to school in Kentucky. So back out here in the bluegrass state for a few days. One quick thing before we get to the morning news. I am going to be here on Saturday as opposed to driving back Friday and being at home for Saturday for all our festivities, mainly because with the kids' schedule here, I want a good night out with Jason and the kids for Jason's birthday, and we're not going to be able to do that till Friday night. So we'll do the Saturday morning broadcast as normal, 6 a.m. for the Travel and Cruise Industry News. And then at 10 a.m., assuming that he and I work out all the details, technical details this morning, we're going to do a Chillie Chats with Tom Henry from the Norwegian Sun as it sails toward Costa Maya on Saturday. So that's it for the little minor stuff. So let's get to the news. Actually, this would fall under the category of breaking news. Last night it was reported, as a matter of fact, our friend Tom reported it to Traveling with Bruce. But there was a man overboard from the Oasis of the Seas. Sorry about the quality of the picture. That's just the way it was available to me this morning. But a man went overboard on the Oasis of the Seas as it was docked in San Juan. Last evening, the Coast Guard, of course, was called in and they started a search. They searched through the evening last night. The Oasis of the Seas was moored at Pier 3 in Old San Juan. And reportedly, the gentleman went over the rails from the 10th floor of the cruise ship. So they did their usual search stuff that the Coast Guard does in situations like this. There's been no official word as of, it's been about 40 minutes ago that I last checked my sources from Puerto Rico, but it was reported on Twitter. One of the passengers on the Oasis tweeted last night about 10:35 that the Coast Guard had pulled the body of a Caucasian male from the water. So the ending of this story is not going to be good. There's been, of course, no information as to the identity or any of that stuff or any of the specifics on what caused this gentleman to go overboard. So that happened in San Juan last night. Sad situation, no doubt about it. The San Juan is on a charter this week. The entire ship was chartered for an LGBTQ group. We don't know, have any details on the whys and whatnots. but it was a sad ending to that situation. Probably there'll be more information on it later on today. All right, before we get to a couple other things, I'll pause for my little commercial. Do you have a bad back, bad hips, bad knees, or any other mobility issues? Think about Scootaround. For scooters, walkers, wheelchairs, even oxygen needs, delivered right to your cabin. Scootaround for all your mobility needs on your upcoming cruise. Hey, okay, got that out of the way. One of the problems that we do have this morning, I don't have any way of checking my comments on Facebook. So if anybody's on Facebook and you post comments on Facebook, I got no way of seeing those, but I will welcome you aboard. We've had some more new folks this week. So if you're new, welcome to this channel. We regularly do travel and cruise industry news on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, couple other things to mention this morning. The Holland America has named a favorite TV weather anchor and travel guru, Seth Wayne, as their new brand ambassador. This will be, I guess, a similar role to John Heath over at Carnival. This guy's popular in the Seattle area. I've not met him or anything, but it's new for Holland America to be going this route. Holland America continues to innovate and pave the way as the premium cruise leader, sharing the brand story in a new and bolder way, more so than ever before. In an industry first, the cruise line named Emmy Award-winning Seth Wayne as their brand ambassador, where he will serve in a versatile role, including roving reporter as the cruise line launches Hal Aboard, a multimedia lineup of behind-the-scenes stories and brand highlights. That could be pretty cool. So that was the main reason I wanted to point that out this morning. All of you know I'm going on Holland America for the first time in a week now. On February the 1st, I'll be sailing from Fort Lauderdale on the Zutterdam. I'm looking forward to it. The main reason I did this, went on Holland America, was because of the food. I'm a fat guy. I like the food. So the food, the pictures and stuff from other people that follow me that have posted food stories about Holland America looks fabulous. So I'm looking forward to the Zutterdam on February 1st. I will be doing some live broadcasts from on board the Zutterdam. I'll be doing my news shows on board. I'm not sure about how much news I'll have, but we'll do that. I'm thinking that maybe I'll do a daily live broadcast from both cruises on just what's going on the ship that day. So that's in my plans. All right, let's check some comments before we go on with the last story. Of course, Tom Henry is in the house because he and I are going to get together shortly after this. Heard I had been chartered for an LBGTQ. Yes, that's the information that I had on it as well, Tom. Bonnie says, was the Oasis docked in San Juan at the time? Yes. She was in for an overnight in San Juan when this happened. And again, we don't have any news yet on any details or information for that. So, sad story in San Juan. Okay, congratulations to our new ambassador for Holland America. The other story this morning deals with Carnival. And this is just kind of a recap. Carnival is winding down their $2 billion, that's with a B, ship renovation program. When the Carnival Radiance emerges from dry dock later this year, after they get a $200 million upgrade, Carnival Cruise Line will wrap up a decade-long $2 billion fleet enhancement program that has touched every Carnival cruise ship. Now, the Carnival Victory, current ship, will be transformed into the Carnival Radiance, much the way the Carnival Sunrise came out last year. But that will be the final touches on this $2 billion program. Some of the main things that they've done overall fleet-wise, the Cucina del Capitano is a Italian restaurant. Java Blue Cafe is the new popular coffee bar. The steakhouse has become Fahrenheit 555, which is a classic American steakhouse. Bonsai Sushi has been added to most of the fleet. The chef's table has been reworked and redone. It's still a multi-course dining experience, hosted at least once for every cruise. Guy's Pig and Anchor Barbecue has been added. That's the second Guy Fieri addition to go along with, of course, the burger joint, which is my favorite spot on Carnival ships. The Lido Marketplace has been redone and now has such things as the Seafood Shack as a part of the Lido Marketplace. Pizzeria del Capitano is now the Pizza House. Some of the bars, of course, most everybody's familiar with the Red Frog Pub. That's now will be on all ships. The Piano Bar 88 is a new twist on the Carnival's piano bar concept. Limelight Lounge is home to the Punchliner Comedy Club, and a new multi-purpose Liquid Lounge, which is an expansive theater that's home to captivating daytime and nighttime entertainment, has been added. So, some of the changes made through Carnival spending $2 billion. That's with a capital B. A lot of money spent. So, I'll be going on the Sunrise right after I get off the Zutterdam. First time I've done back-to-back cruises, so I'm looking forward to that. So I will be cruising from February 1st through February 13th. Gretchen popped in. Didn't see Seattle incident in the news. Oh, it wasn't Seattle. It was in San Juan. Okay, Bonnie answered that. Wait a minute. What are they talking about here? Come back here. Didn't see Seattle incident in the news. Was in Seattle a couple of years ago. Pike, yeah. And Tom Henry says the NCL Sun is approaching off the coast of Cocoa Beach. He's down there going to get on the ship later on today. Let's see. He asked, did you see the Riverboat Cruise Line is suing MSC over damages caused last summer? Yeah, I saw that for $13 million, I think it was. I mean, it was a pretty big number. Where the MSC ship ran into a river cruise at dock somewhere over there in Europe. But yeah, I saw the story that broke during the night last night, that they're suing. So I'm sure they'll collect it too. Anyway. All right, guys, that's going to wrap us up this morning. for our travel and cruise industry news. As always, and I'm all the time forgetting this, appreciate a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Doesn't matter. That tells YouTube, but that somebody's out there watching this silliness. We will be back again on Saturday morning for travel and cruise industry news. If you're new to this channel, I regularly post videos on all facets of the travel and cruise industry, including Chillie Chats, which we will be doing with Mr. Tom Henry on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. Our travel and cruise industry news shows, which are Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday mornings at 6 a.m. And we regularly get videos on all other facets of the travel and cruise industry. So just subscribe to this little channel. There's a little thing down there in the corner somewhere that says subscribe. Click that. And the bell notification lets you know when we go live or when something new happens and we get a new video up, which happens pretty regularly too. All right, that's it from Louisville, Kentucky this morning. I will see you guys again on Saturday. Big day, Saturday. And Mr. Tom Henry, I will see you again here in about 5 minutes.
Thank you for watching today's travel and cruise industry news. Join us every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday morning at 6 a.m. Eastern for another episode. Travel and Cruise Industry News is a production of Chillie's Cruises.